it's Cindy Tauchar with Around the Town in the South, and I'm here today with one of my new sponsors that I'm really excited about because I have known this person for a long time and has been an important person in our family life of animals. This is Dr. Rodney Walker with the Huntcliff Veterinary Clinic, and he has been my veterinarian for every animal that I've owned as an adult, and he was also, when I was in high school, my parents used Dr. Walker. He's here in Clinton, Mississippi, and he's had a really unique career because not only does he take care of all of our little puppies and kitties, but he has also been the zoo doctor for, and you're not any longer, but you were for how many years?
Oh, several. It was over 20 years.
Wow. And that seems like it would be so much fun because, you know, that, and you have to do more training for that. I mean, what kind of...
There are residencies that can be done specifically in zoo medicine, but with a zoo like the Jackson Zoo, it was really too small to hire a full-time veterinarian, and they always enlisted services of the area practitioners. And Dr. Tom Lester was the zoo veterinarian before I was, and he decided it was time for him to step down. And the zoo put out a letter to all the area veterinarians, anyone that may be interested, send us a letter of intent. And I did, and that's what happened.
Oh, well, so I've heard, now I'm also really good friends with Mariana, who is Dr. Walker's daughter. We work together. Yeah. And this is the grand dog, Ivy, who
is lazy.
She's going to take a nap. She's not interested in our conversation, evidently. But, are you, Ivy? But anyway, Mariana's told me some funny stories about the zoo that you have, and so share some of those with us.
Oh, one especially was with the zebras. And this goes back a ways, not the zebras that would be there now, but back in the 90s, they had several zebras at the zoo, and a stallion, a lot of mares, stallion.
Yeah.
And the stallion got mad at one of the mares and bit her on the side of the neck and really just ripped off a piece of skin about, a little over a foot long and about 2.5 inches wide.
Ooh.
So they called me, so I had to, go out and fix it. Well, darting is not an exact science, and it's never like it is on TV. And I was having a very bad darting day.
And darting means to
shoot them with a dart.
To tranquilize them, I guess. Okay,
yes.
Okay.
Because we had to sew the big tear up. So they had gotten her in a smaller area, and I just had a very hard time making connection with the dart and the zebra. We finally got her down after a good bit of time. And as we were getting everything in to suture that area, it started raining. And it wasn't just a sprinkle, it was a downpour.
Oh,
so we had to finish that up in the rain. So time was of the essence. And I really didn't care to match the stripes up. And I didn't. It healed great, but you could always tell that's the one over there that didn't get the stripes matched.
Didn't match.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, and there was one about chimps that...
Chimps are, well, they're
I heard they didn't love you.
No, they didn't. No. I was the guy with the needle.
Yeah.
Okay. The chimps and the elephants dearly hated me.
Well, nobody likes to go to the doctor.
No,
I mean, we don't as humans. We don't. So.
No, we would have to turn the water off to the chimp house whenever I would go in because they love to go run. They have little water spigots that they would drink from.
Yeah.
And they would love to go get a mouthful of water and see how accurate they were at hitting me. And they could do that quite well.
Excuse me. Oh goodness. Well, so I mean, I think that would have been a lot of fun to be able to do that. So I think I'm just really impressed that not only you can work on just our dogs and cats, and I will tell you, even my daughter's brought a hamster up here before, which I don't know what you do for hamsters, but just look at them and say, yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's a hamster, but anyway, I've seen pictures lately of you with a snake.
Yeah, occasionally, we'll have things like that come in.
Yeah, just different animals.
Yeah, more so when I was the zoo vet.
Yeah, yeah. One thing that you did that I think is really fun is you went to Alaska. And tell us about that with the, I don't even know what kind of dogs they're called.
Well, they're sled dogs. They're actually they down here they wouldn't look like a specific breed, but they're called Alaskan Huskies. They're not like the great big bushy husky dogs that you think about.
Yeah.
These are dogs that's about Ivy size.
Oh, okay.
Only much thinner, not as fat as she
Oh.
is. But they're small dogs. They're about a 40, 45 pound dog. And what I did, I was one of the trail veterinarians for mid-distance races. A good friend of mine, Dr. Pat Cowell, had worked with the chief veterinarian for the Iditarod, Dr. Leach, Jim Leach, and Pat had worked 2 or 3 Iditarods. And Dr. Leach finally retired from doing the Iditarods, but he still was the chief veterinarian for a lot of the mid-distance or qualifying races for the Iditarod. And he was short of help one year, and he called Pat and said, "Hey, come help me." Pat called me and said, "You want to go?" And I said, "Sure, let's go." And that's how it started. But the mid-distance races or qualifying races are 300-mile races. The Iditarod is like 1,100 miles.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and the mid-distance are the same as the Iditarod, and they have different checkpoints along the course of the race. And at those checkpoints, they have to have a veterinarian. So I was one of the vets along the course of the race.
So I was kind of likening it to like a football game, how you have the doctor on the sidelines in case one of the football players gets hurt, they're there. And so you're at these checkpoints, so if something's wrong with the dog, you can check them out. Did they ever have to switch dogs out, or?
No, they couldn't switch them out. They could drop dogs.
But they could take one off. Did you have to do that? Did you have to make that call?
I never did. Sometimes the veterinarian at the checkpoint does, but most of the times the mushers will come in and they'll tell you, "I need to drop this dog. This dog has a problem. I need you to look at this or look at that." And they could drop down to as few as 5 dogs on the team and still race.
Okay. I just think that would be a really pretty thing to watch, just with all the snow and the dogs, and I just think it's just because being from the South, it's so different than what we.
Yes.
I mean, we don't have anything like that really to compare
It was very different.
But yeah, that sounds like so much fun. Well, I'm going to tell you that I have been so happy coming here to Huntcliff Veterinary Clinic. And one time, my story with Dr. Walker, I brought a cat that was not a name. I had a cat forever that, you know, the ones that just won't die, that literally do have 9 lives. And it was the meanest cat ever on the planet, but I loved him. His name was Whistle. And one time I brought the cat up here and stayed with it. I like the fact that I can drop my animals off in the morning and they take them, and then after work I can come pick them back up. But this one time I was with my cat, and my cat did not like, I think you were taking his temperature, which I don't blame him for not liking that, but I was the one in front of him, so I'm the one he attacked, and he scratched my hand real bad. So Dr. Walker was putting iodine on my hand, and I was like going, "How many humans do you treat?" Because like I'm being treated by the veterinarian. But I've always gotten great care for my animals here, and you have been in business since 1980.
Correct.
And I mean, that speaks for itself that you've been here that long, and I know a lot of people in our community come here, and if you're looking for a veterinary clinic, this is a great one. Do you do boarding?
We do.
And I mean, what all besides just the basic care? Do you do grooming here or no?
No, we don't do any grooming.
I probably wish I did grooming, because I bring my dog. I have outdoor dogs, and they do not smell good when I bring them up here, and I'm sorry.
We do baths. We do baths. People bring dogs up just for a bath.
Yeah, I know we've
don't
done
have
like
a
flea
grooming
baths
though.
before. Do people still do flea baths?
Oh yeah.
It's been okay.
Yeah.
I haven't done that in a long time. I didn't know. But they also have a new veterinarian. I say new. She's been here a little while. Is
Dr. Stribling.
Okay, I wanted to introduce her while we're here. This is Jenna Stribling, and it makes me feel very old because she was friends with my son Murphy in 7th grade. And the first time I met her, and so I think of her as a little girl still, and she's a grown up now, and she has a job.
right.
So
Well, I love a lot.
yeah, and so you've been here a year.
I have, yes.
Yeah, and so are you just loving it? Are you?
I absolutely love it.
Oh,
Yes.
that's
It's a good place to be.
Well, you want to be somewhere that, you know, is going to take good care of your animals, and you want to be around people that, you know, are going to, you know, where you're, you know, they're our family, our pets, or her babies, and so, and I know I've actually gone through losing some, and they've been so compassionate when I've gone through that, and that's such a hard thing to do, but, you know when you get a pet that you're probably going to outlive it, and so they've made that transition so easy for me when I've had to go through that, and I appreciate that. And I'm gonna get like teary-eyed talking about it, cause but anyway, if you're looking for a veterinary clinic, I highly recommend Huntcliff Veterinary Clinic. Come see Dr. Walker or Dr. Stripling.
Well, thank you.
So thanks for meeting me here today and telling us your fun stories, and we'll be seeing you around the town.